Magandang araw po. Ako po si Mai. Handa na ba kayo para mag-aral ulit tayo tungkol sa panahon? In today's lesson, we're going to learn how to compare the weather in two different places. Pagkukumpara ng panahon sa dalawang lugar. This is a very useful skill for everyday conversations and especially to show fluency and if you're aiming a higher rating for your oral proficiency interview. I'll guide you step by step so you can sound clear, natural, and confident. Before we jump into the examples, let's start with a quick guided question. How would you compare the weather in two places? Paano mo ba ikukumpara ang panahon sa dalawang lugar? Take a moment to think about it. When you compare weather, try to include these things: the general condition, how it feels, any changes in the weather, and how the weather affects daily life. These elements help your answers sound clear, natural, and complete. Before we begin, here are some important phrases for comparing the weather. Be sure to familiarize yourself with these phrases because they are very important for creating a natural and complete comparison. Mas mainit sa, it's hotter in. Mas malamig sa, it's colder in. Mas maulan sa, it's rainier in. Mas maaraw sa, it's sunnier in. Kumpara sa, compared to. Kaysa sa, than. Samantalang, while. Pareho silang, they are both. Magkaiba ang panahon dahil the weather is different because. Naman works like a gentle while. On the other hand, or in contrast, it creates a soft and natural transition from the first idea to the second. Again, try to familiarize yourself with these phrases because they are very helpful for creating a natural and complete comparison. Now, let's create a complete and natural comparison of weather in two places. We will compare the weather in the Philippines and the US. Ikumpara mo ang panahon sa Pilipinas at Estados Unidos. Compare the weather in the Philippines and the United States. Ano ang pagkakaiba ng panahon sa Pilipinas at Estados Unidos? What is the difference between the weather in the Philippines and the US? Let's start by describing the general weather in each place. This is your foundation before adding details. Halimbawa, for example, maaraw sa Pilipinas, pero mas malamig at mas maulap sa maraming bahagi ng Estados Unidos. Maaraw sa Pilipinas, pero mas malamig at mas maulap sa maraming bahagi ng Estados Unidos. It's sunny in the Philippines, but it's colder and cloudier in many parts of the United States. Next, add how it feels. Narito ang halimbawa. Here's our example. Mas maalinsangan ang pakiramdam sa Pilipinas, samantalang mas malamig at mas tuyo ang pakiramdam sa Estados Unidos. Uulitin ko. I've repeated. Mas maalinsangan ang pakiramdam sa Pilipinas, samantalang mas malamig at mas tuyo ang pakiramdam sa Estados Unidos. In English, that means it feels more humid in the Philippines, while it feels cooler and drier in the United States. You can also mention the changes in the weather. Halimbawa, sa Pilipinas may tag-init at tag-ulan. Sa Estados Unidos naman may taglamig, tagsibol, tag-araw at taglagas. I'll repeat. Sa Pilipinas may tag-init at tag-ulan. Sa Estados Unidos naman may taglamig, tagsibol, tag-araw, at taglagas. In English, that means in the Philippines, there's a dry and a rainy season. In the United States, there are winter, spring, summer, and fall. Now that we've compared how the weather feels, let's make our description sound more fluent by adding a few details. We can talk about the wind, the humidity, the clouds, and even how the weather changes throughout the day. Here's an example. Narito ang halimbawa. Sa Pilipinas, mahangin sa hapon at madalas may mahinang ambon, samantalang sa Estados Unidos, mas makapal ang ulap at mas malakas ang hangin sa ilang lugar. I'll repeat. Sa Pilipinas, mahangin sa hapon at madalas may mahinang ambon, samantalang sa Estados Unidos, mas makapal ang ulap at mas malakas ang hangin sa ilang lugar. In English, that means in the Philippines, it's breezy in the afternoon and there is often light drizzle, while in the United States, the clouds are thicker and the winds are stronger in some areas. Lastly, you can connect the weather to daily life like this example. Sa Pilipinas, madalas may ambon sa hapon kaya nagdadala ng payong ang mga tao. Sa Estados Unidos naman, mas malamig kapag taglamig kaya mas makapal ang suot nila kapag lumalabas. Uulitin ko ha. I'll repeat it, okay? Sa Pilipinas, madalas may ambon sa hapon kaya nagdadala ng payong ang mga tao. Sa Estados Unidos naman, mas malamig kapag taglamig kaya mas makapal ang suot nila kapag lumalabas. In English, in the Philippines, it often drizzles in the afternoon so people carry an umbrella. In the United States, it's colder during winter, so people wear thicker clothing when they go out. Here is an example of a complete weather comparison between two places, the Philippines and the US, combining all the elements to create a natural and detailed description. Maaraw sa Pilipinas, pero mas malamig at mas maulap sa maraming bahagi ng Estados Unidos. Mas maalinsangan ang pakiramdam sa Pilipinas, samantalang mas malamig at mas tuyo ang pakiramdam sa Estados Unidos. Sa Pilipinas, may tag-init at tag-ulan, samantalang sa Estados Unidos naman, may taglamig, tagsibol, tag-araw at taglagas. Sa Pilipinas, mahangin sa hapon at madalas may mahinang ambon, samantalang sa Estados Unidos, mas makapal ang ulap at mas malakas ang hangin sa ilang lugar. Sa Pilipinas, madalas may ambon sa hapon kaya nagdadala ng payong ang mga tao. Sa Estados Unidos naman, mas malamig kapag taglamig kaya mas makapal ang suot nila kapag lumalabas. This example combines all the elements needed to create a natural and detailed weather description, and it also shows fluency and a higher level of proficiency. We started by mentioning the general weather condition of both places, then we described how the weather affects the way we feel. After that, we included the changes that happens, like mentioning the different seasons of both places, and we added specific details like wind, clouds, and humidity, and finally, we showed how the weather influences our life. Putting all of these together creates a complete, realistic, and natural comparison. O sige, ikaw na naman ha. It's your turn. Subukan mo to. Try this. Ikumpara mo ang panahon sa tirahan mo at sa lugar kung saan ka lumaki. Compare the weather in your current place of residence with the weather in the place where you grew up. To do this task, just follow the guide and include all the elements we discussed so you can create a smooth, natural, and complete comparison of weather between two places. You can do this. Kaya mo to. Sige, subukan mo. Try it. Again, to help you do this task more easily, try to familiarize yourself with and, if possible, memorize these phrases that are very useful when comparing the weather between two places. You could save or screenshot them for your reference later. I hope this lesson is useful to you and helps you feel more confident when comparing the weather between two places. Salamat po uli ha, and keep practicing. Your fluency grows every time you try. Hanggang sa susunod uli po ha. Magkita-kita po ulit tayo. Ingat po kayo. Paalam!